Okay, now, if you happen to be getting away like we are, and we've been talking about that so far all morning, really, at the top of your Christmas wish list might be the actual travel itself. That's what I'm getting for my birthday and Christmas is my trip home. That's what my parents are actually giving me as a gift. Because it's almost unaffordable, and you may just want some turbulence-free holiday travel, and thanks to Expedia, you're going to get it.
Yes, we have some travel tips from Jake Reid, Expedia's Senior Travel Communications Manager, and he's joining us from the Sunshine State. Hi, Jake. Are you there?
Jake, are you there? Hello, Jake.
It's beautiful down here.
Oh.
I bet. Nice and warm, too, probably.
Oh, I will be there for a New Year's Eve. Woo, woo. I can't wait.
Oh, perfect.
So it's a beautiful day. So is Miami one of the hottest travel destinations for the winter travel season of 2012?
It certainly is, and especially here on the East Coast. We see a lot of travelers from the Northeast who come on down here to Miami, and I'm at the Palms Hotel and Spa, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Warm. I'm here with my fiance. We got away. We actually live in Seattle, where it's raining, every day now, and so it was a perfect little getaway to come down here and enjoy the ocean and the sunshine.
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is that the ocean in Miami is really warm all year long. So when you jump in that ocean, it is so comfortable, even in the winter.
It really is.
Well, so you guys made
a lot of people don't realize that.
Exactly.
So you guys made the trek from the West Coast, and a lot of us are out west. I mean, obviously we're based here out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're getting this cold blast. So tell us where the best spots are to ring in the new year this year.
Well, it's really for the New Year's, it's the destination cities where the parties are at. So on the West Coast, it's places like Las Vegas and Los Angeles, San Francisco, where there's tons of parties and tons of nightlife for New Year's. And if you're flexible about when you travel and the dates that you choose around that holiday, you can try and find good savings that way. And we certainly urge people to not shy away from holiday travel because of the fear of cost. There are tips and tricks both in how you book and then where you go to help you find a hotel and a flight and a vacation package that fits your budget for you and your family.
Well, speaking of those tips and tricks and the affordability factor that we're all looking for, can we still get a good deal at this late date? Because we're only weeks away.
You can, and I know a lot of people, a lot of travelers are concerned by that, and we actually even found that Americans on average are losing 2 vacation days a year because they just don't book them, and we certainly don't like to see that. We want, you've earned the right to take that vacation. So one good tip is to look to book your airfare on a Tuesday. That's typically when airlines have their lowest fares, and then certainly travel dates. Wednesday is the lowest travel date, so if you are flexible in that date, you can find a great savings there. And then one thing on Expedia that is really important to do is look at your hotel and airfare together. If you're going to book a car rental, package that in. If you package those parts of your vacation together into one, you can save upwards of $500, $600 on your vacation.
That's a really good point.
Wow, yeah. So do you have any other tips for us to kind of help us stretch our bucks when we're traveling, the vacation bucks?
Well, one thing that's back, and we're seeing this in the trends, is the all-American road trip. And people are getting in the car, taking the kids with them, packing snacks, and taking off for a little getaway. And that's a great way to sort of recharge the batteries and take advantage of last-minute deals. Expedia has a mobile app that most of the bookings happen within 24 hours of your stay, and you can save 8, 10, 12% on your hotel doing it that way.
That's nice. That's a lot.
If you don't have anything booked, it's not too late. Go have fun with the family, or go party it up in New Year's.
Well, let me ask you this. Of course, we're thinking about New Year's, and I'm certainly very excited to be going to Miami for that. A lot of people planning this time of year travel, but is it too soon to start thinking about spring break so we could get better deals?
It's actually a great thing to do, and when you live in cold weather climates right now, spring break can't come soon enough, so it certainly isn't too early. There are deals out there, and one thing that we recommend people do is look at airfares sort of each week and come back to Expedia and look at our ASAP deals and our last minute deals. And those don't just happen for the upcoming weekend or for that day. Those can be deals where the booking window is extended, so you can get that great deal over spring break, and popular destinations like Cabo, in Hawaii and San Diego and things like that, where we see a lot of travelers on the West Coast
Nice.
hitting up those destinations for spring break.
That sounds fabulous.
yeah.
I think we'll start planning ahead. Is it humid out there today? It looks beautiful. It looks like there's even a little breeze.
It's perfect. There's a little bit of a breeze. Afterwards, I'm going in the ocean, going for a swim,
There you go.
and I can't wait to just relax.
Take a little walk
That's
down
gonna be
Lincoln
you.
Road.
Pretty soon, Nikki.
Yes.
Enjoy it, Jake. Thank you so much for the great advice.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now you surf, right?
I do. I've already been looking at the forecast models. They're really far out. I'm hoping for a good storm
Yeah.
and mild weather conditions so I can get out there.
That'd
Last
be
time I
nice.
wasn't so lucky when
I
I went home,
know.
so we'll see. Hey, I haven't been able to snowboard yet, but hoping to do that before I leave to go home, so we'll see.
Exactly. Well, those were great travel tips. Good,
Yes.
good stuff.
Well, speaking of traveling, do you have pet peeves when you travel? I know you have some,
you know I
actually.
do.
So, well, yeah, you're not alone. Flight attendants are venting their most annoying passenger habits.
Okay, well, this is what we hear. It's most aggravating to them when passengers are talking through safety demonstration. Who doesn't? You know, I think we all talk during those safety demonstrations. So now we know for a fact it annoys them. Now, also, another thing that annoys them is the lack of space in the overhead compartment. I agree with that because a lot of people stuff just too much stuff and then they can't close the compartment and then they end up in a fight with a passenger because they have to check the bag. I've been that passenger.
And by the way, that's the next one on their list, is stuffing too much in
Yeah.
the overhead bin.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing that they don't like, which is another thing I do, is I try to get off the plane before the pilot gives the signal. I'm like, get me out of here. I start to get
Right.
claustrophobic. I feel like it's a big tease because you're on the plane for all these hours. You're there. You're sitting there. You're waiting. You're already there. Please let me off the plane. That's,
Right.
yeah.
But it's not going to get you off any sooner if
I
you
know,
stand up.
I know.
So
I
that's the
gotta
thing.
really
And the other
relax.
thing is they don't like it when you do this, when you're trying to get their attention.
Oh, I don't like- I
That's
don't
why
do that.
they
It's
lights
rude.
up there. I think that is really rude
It is
too.
rude,
So
right?
just hit the little flight attendant button. You can make their life a little better, and of course they try to make your life a little better when
That's
you're
the
flying.
thing.
So
Yeah,
there you go.
they work hard. I have a lot of respect for flight
too. I couldn't
attendants.
do it.
I mean, I hold on to my seat. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, please, just movie, something, music. Like, I need and these poor people are serving us. So, even through the turbulence, I have a lot of respect for them. I will never snap my finger at a flight attendant.
Right.